Hello, fam. I wanted to take a moment to share a quick update. My video on the 7 husbands of Evelyn Hugo was taken down due to a copyright strike. I respect the rights of authors and publishers, and even though I was sharing it from a place of love and excitement, I understand the importance of protecting creative work. With that said, I didn't want us to close this chapter without giving the book the send-off it deserves. So here's a brief summary, spoiler-free for everyone who followed along or was curious about the story. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. In this beautifully layered novel by Taylor Jenkins Reid, we meet Evelyn Hugo, an iconic, aging Hollywood star who's finally ready to tell her life story. But instead of choosing a famous journalist, she handpicks a relatively unknown writer, Monique Grant, to document it all. As Evelyn begins her story, we are transported through decades of old Hollywood, the glamour, the gossip, and the grit. She tells us about the 7 husbands she married along the way. But more importantly, she reveals the true love of her life, and it's not who the tabloids ever suspected. Evelyn is fiercely ambitious, bold, and deeply complex. Through her story, we explore things like sacrifice, love in all of its forms, identity, race, power, and the price of fame. What seems like a scandalous love story quickly turns into a moving tale of survival, resilience, and heartbreak. By the time Monique learns why she was really chosen, everything shifts. For her, for us, and for the legacy Evelyn leaves behind. My final thoughts to this book would be, it is emotional, it is bold, and it's unforgettable. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend grabbing a copy, support the author, feel all the feelings, and maybe even rethink what you thought you knew about love. Thanks for reading with me, and stay tuned for the next one. Cheers!